What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Chrissyy Talks. Y'all can call me Chrissyy, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now, this man is RORY TEASLEY, a 28-year-old TikTok influencer who was famous for posting comedy and dance videos, having over 200,000 followers and millions of views. And what makes this all the more sad is just by looking at his videos, you can tell that he had a really fun and lit spirit. Now, this is his boyfriend of 10 years, 32-year-old Docquen Jovo Watkins.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jovo, two-pump TV boyfriend.
We have to put emphasis on the fact that these two were together for 10 years. And it seems like RORY was doing well on his way for his social media presence. His last TikTok being a comedy about him turning 30 years old. Like, he was just 30 years old and he was getting his life started. He could have really went far. However, this past Thursday night after midnight, Docquen called the Oakland County Sheriff's Department in Pontiac, Detroit, to report an altercation between him and RORY. And this is what makes me all the more confused, is why he even bothered to call the police, especially to report an altercation that he himself was involved with, and which ultimately led to his boyfriend's death. When the police arrived, Docquen told them about the altercation, and I'm assuming that the police wanted to know where RORY was, and Docquen told them that he was sleeping on the couch. However, unfortunately, when the authorities arrived upon the scene, they noticed right away that RORY was on the couch, but he was unconscious and was unresponsive. Officers noticed this before RORY was rushed to the hospital, where he would later be pronounced dead by the paramedics. But of course, Docquen, having been the last person to have seen RORY and admittedly telling the police officers right before that they had gone to an altercation, he was soon after booked at the Oakland County Jail and was charged with a 2nd-degree homicide and is currently being held without bail. He is also waiting for his court hearing on January 18th to determine whether or not the police had probable cause on arresting him. It is being reported that RORY was actually strangled to death by his boyfriend of 10 years over a fucking video game. And it was over this video game called Overwatch, which is a shooting game that came out back in 2016. I mean, I don't think we can really talk about how much of a petty and stupid situation this is. The only reason I would have to even think about killing my man over, okay, that don't even sound right, but like, killing my man over a video game is this. And if you know, you know. If you don't, I will tell you. This is a Black Mirror episode where someone was cheating on I think his wife was pregnant at the time too, cheated on her with his best friend through a video game. And you can already see how far stretched out that shit is. So why the fuck would you strangle your man of a decade? That man has watched you grow up, and you're gonna strangle him over an argument on a shooting game. I truly wish there was more details on this, because this sounds stupid. And it makes me upset because not only was RORY a handsome young Black man, but it seemed like he was really going somewhere with his platform as being a comedian, and that was sadly and unfortunately cut short over an argument of a stupid game. I can't help but really wonder why Watkins even went out of his way to call the police to report an altercation when he knew dang well, like, your man was not breathing on the couch, just behind you. You strangled him, meaning that you literally felt his last breath. So I just, it's not mathing for me why he even brought the authorities in on this, because he tried to further cover it up by saying that he was asleep. I don't know if there were neighbor complaints and he wanted to call them first, but it's like, you had to know reporting an altercation between two people. So the officer is going to check on the other person. I wish there were more details on this, like what was the argument about? Not like it matters, but like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And strangling is a slow death, I'd imagine. So it's like, for you to really sit on top of your partner and put your hands on them and you're choking them for, you know, like a good amount of time, you have to know at some point you're taking this too far. You have to know at some point, I keep putting my hands on them, they're no longer going to breathe. One side of me feels like it's so petty that it could happen, because people die over stupid shit, unfortunately. But the other side of me, it feels like there has to be more to the story. Call the police and try to hide it up at the same time, and then again, you're strangling somebody. That takes a while for you to actually end up killing them. Like, you know, in the time frame of you choking them, that eventually they're going to pass away at some point. This is making me wonder, like, were there any drugs in their system? Were there cases of domestic abuse prior to this in their relationship? Was someone cheating? Like, did they find something out? One side of me is like, this can happen, but the other side of me is like, it's almost too petty for this to be the only reason. Overall, my love and thoughts go out to RORY and his family, and I really am interested to see what other details come out from this case. I will update you guys if you guys want me to. That is the end of my video. Comment down what you guys think below. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at Chrissyy Talks and H.Chrissyy, 2 S's, 2 Y's. I love and appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.
She the girl, she the girl, she the girl.